I'm back with the final DePalma video before Christmas. So yeah, I'm just doing this one because I'm getting too close to Christmas, so I don't want to do more DePalma until after that. And what I'm going to do after Christmas is I'm going to do it every 2 weeks with DePalma. Like, well, I'll do some more I want to do. Because I think every week becomes a bit of a grind after a time for me to watch them all the time, plus even to watch some of his videos. I think it does become, you might not get the best out of it if you keep doing it every week. And also I want to do a breast on season, and if I keep doing DePalma, because I found when I was doing DePalma and I was also trying to do Alan Clark, it became difficult, so, because I like to do little ones that aren't linked to anything. So I'm going to do it every 2 weeks after, when I come back after New Year, to make it more interesting. It also means I can have a bit more fun with them as well. But today is Raising Cain, which is a crazy movie. This is one of my favourite DePalma movies. I mean, it's crazy and it's very flawed. It's really flawed. And there's 2 different cuts of it. I mean, Arrow have released a DVD, a Blu-ray that I recommend. We can get both cuts. You can get the theatrical cut and they call it a director's cut. It's just a recut. Originally the film had a different structure. They filmed it, then they changed the structure because DePalma didn't find it satisfying to him, and they changed the structure around for the release. A film guy called Peter Gaderblom went back and put it all together using the actual film itself and recut it the way that the script originally had it. Now Gaderblom was I should say that he was on a DePalma website forum in the early noughties, and so was I. So there's probably a bit of a bias there because I'm sympathetic towards him. But I'm just saying that just in case you're curious, because he was on it for years, and so was I. So you had interactions with him. So I'm just announcing that. But the film itself is really good, apart from a lead performance by Lisa Jovanovic, which isn't that great. It's not bad though, it's just not... I mean, the thing is, the part was underwritten and she never quite managed to find a way to infuse it with something that would have pushed it forward a bit more. Like Angie Dickinson in Dress to Kill managed to give her part a uniqueness because she's like a star. And this, you needed someone like Angie Dickinson to really get that part going, and it wasn't there. And it really, because it wasn't there on the page, and you never had an actress there who could really push it forward where it needed to be. So the character's a bit bland, and it doesn't quite come across as interesting as it should be. But especially since every other actor in this film is overacting like crazy, especially John Lithgow. So she looks very small in comparison to everyone else because she's not been that expressive, and everyone else is just like trying to shoot every bit of scenery going. So I think she was trying to be like the sane one in the film, and trying to be the straight man type of thing, but it didn't quite work because this part needed a bit more sense. It just needed a bit more something that would have made it work. But that's the one problem in the film, and it's not a major problem. It's just like, you know, certain scenes you think you could do, this part character could do a bit more. But this is a John Lithgow show, and it's a great show. I mean, it's a really great show. He plays multiple parts. I mean, he's basically playing a guy with multiple personality disorder who's been abused by his father when he was younger. So now, whenever anything happens, he splits into different characters. So he can become Cain, who's this psychopath. He can become a child. He can become a person called Margot, who's this woman inside him. And it gives, you know, he starts thinking about his father, and Lithgow plays his father too, and I don't want to give too much away, but Lithgow plays a lot of parts, and he hams up crazily, but he's also such a subtle actor that he can be hamming it up, like tuning every bit of scenery going, but also be underplaying at the same time. He's that kind of actor who can be doing subtle things and crazy stuff at the same time within a switch of a second. So it's a big part for Lithgow because it just lets him go all over the place, and lets him be the villain, be the hero, be pathetic, be sad, be moving. and it's switching back and forward, and sometimes he's acting against himself. He's imagining both sides of the conversation. Sometimes he's acting against someone else. And it's just great. It's just wonderful watching him do all these crazy stuff and delivering all this weirdness. And the film is weird because, I mean, it's taking multiple perspectives. He's playing a guy who's trying to raise a child. He's got his past. He's got multiple personality. His wife's cheating on him. In the theatrical cut, you start with him and you stay with him, and every so often you go to the wife and you see her point of view. In the other cut, in the original cut situation, you start with the wife and then there's a slow build up to the film, to the crazy stuff. So in the theatrical version, it's crazy from the off. It's like he's talking to himself, his crazy version of himself from like scene 2, and he's chewing the same way as scene 2. In the other cut, the original cut, it takes a while before you get to that. It takes about half an hour before you get to that. And the big difference in the film really is, in the theatrical cut, you're with the crazy character all the time, and it's Lithgow's film. It's just totally his film, and the film has this weird momentum of this. It's all about the craziness of this character's mind, and the film expresses the craziness via the structure of you're jumping back and forth between different people, different personalities. The film's always amping up the craziness, and it feels like you're in this guy's mind, you're in this guy's psychology, you're in this craziness, and it's all about how crazy he is, and it's just wonderful. It's just an insane film about a crazy guy, and the whole film backs that up, and every bit of craziness that happens feels natural within his world. In the other cut, when you ramp up to that, it becomes part of the wife's film and part of his. And it's interesting, but I think the momentum of that in the second half falls away, because the momentum in the theatrical cut amps up in the second half as it gets crazier and crazier. In the other cut, the second half feels like an explanation for what's going on, and then there's a finale. But it's not. I don't think it's satisfying. I think it's actually, because it's no longer the craziness of Lithgow. It's more of a melodrama, and it's more romantic, and it's in some ways a character piece is more satisfying. But there's a massive dip in the pacing once you get the explanation. It builds back up to the conclusion again later, but there is a dip, and even the conclusion feels more forced in that other cut. Well, in the theatrical version, which is crazy all the way through, it just feels another natural extension of the character. So I prefer the theatrical version. It just feels more genuine to what the film is. I think the right decision was made to actually have that be the version, because it is Lithgow's show, because he's the one bringing everything to the film, because his wife character isn't developed enough, and there's not enough actress, or not enough performance in it. It's like something's missing, and I think that's why they had to switch around, because I think it was just like, it's not here. This thing isn't as strong as it should be. Because originally it was structured more like Dress to Kill, where you're seeing her problem and then it's switching to someone else's problem. In this cut, it's all about his problem. So it's wonderful. It's really good, and it's crazy. There's lots of really melodramatic sequences that DePalma's got the actors playing straight, but you know he's winking at the audience. Like, he knows it's over the top. You know it's over the top. The music knows it's over the top. The lighting knows it's over the top. But they're playing it straight. And that's what's great about it. And it's just wonderful to watch that. I just think it's hilarious watching that. So, it's a wonderful film. It's really over the top. Yeah, I'm trying not to say anything about the plot, because if you haven't seen it, you need to see it, not knowing that much. I mean, there's lots of Hitchcock riffs. There's lots of Michael Powell, Peeping Tom riffs. And it's completely self-indulgent, but it's winking the audience. It's almost saying, yeah, no, I'm having fun with this, I don't care. We know all the references, so what? You know, it's a fun movie. But it's fun. The weird thing, the references seem to fit in well with the craziness of Lithgow's mind. Like, he's just locked with all these crazy thoughts in his mind, and every little reference just seems to be perfect for the film. So it's a wonderful film. It's crazy. It's De Palma. It's De Palma just not giving a shit. You know, it's just so much fun. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoy the film when you see it. Watch it. It's really worth it. And you can probably get it from Arrow pretty cheaply. So it's definitely worth buying. So please buy it. If you see this video, please buy this film because it is really worth it. It's really wonderful. Okay, well, bye. De Palma season will be back after Christmas in a slightly different form.